You can call yourself a manager legitimately, but only other people can call you a leader. The question of what differentiates a manager from a leader is something that has looked at for several decades now. And the consensus is that you're a manager by position in an organization and by a set of responsibilities. But leadership is something that's attributed to you by others. So you can call yourself a manager legitimately, but only other people can call you a leader. So leadership is in the perception of followers. And that perception derives from how they see you, your characteristics, your behaviors, etc. Another difference that we often hear referenced when we talk about the difference between managers and leaders is that managers take care of the current thing and leaders move a group towards something new or something better. The third distinction that might be useful is to say that a manager's position is defined by the hierarchy, and therefore whoever is appointed to be a manager is the manager. But leadership can arise anywhere. You can lead from above, as a manager might. You can lead laterally, as you might in terms of getting your peers to follow you in a new direction. And you can lead above, in terms of getting your managers to move the group in a certain direction because of your leadership from below. So when you network, it's important to keep in mind your goals in networking. And secondly, your own personality and other characteristics that affect your networking. So extroverts will network differently than introverts, whereas the extroverts might enjoy being in large social gatherings and in that way get connected to a lot of people. Introverts might not enjoy such gatherings, and they might prefer one-on-one or small group interactions. But you can leverage your characteristics to meet new people, connect with them, and build meaningful relationships. And that depends on your own self, and it also depends on what you're trying to do in your networking. My advice to the students is to have a strategic approach to networking rather than organic. Organic networking is what we do out of pure habit and living. And those networks tend to be smaller and less useful in terms of connecting you to useful information, people that can help you in your career, good jobs and the like, because we need to have a diverse network that will give us these opportunities outside of our immediate set. And if you're going to have a network that is strategically designed, you need to understand that your network needs to be both dense in certain places, but also full of a lot of weak ties. So you focus on your strong ties and your weak ties strategically. And then as every tie and every type of tie is a matter of time and effort, dedicate sufficient effort and time to networking strategically. My simple advice to students is every week you should spend a minimum of 1 hour and one meal or beverage on strategic networking. By this I mean getting in touch with former employers or former colleagues. These are all strategic networking tasks that you do, which might not occur to you naturally because you're busy doing the current thing, but those are important to maintaining a network of a combination of strong and weak ties. There are many books that you can use to develop yourself as a leader. I'll recommend 3 that I really love. The first one is Give and Take by Adam Grant. It's about building relationships and the natural give and take and the strategic give and take involved in building good relationships. Whether you're talking about networking or working with others or being an effective leader in general, it's a very good book to read. The second favorite, another favorite of mine, is The Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. And what the book is about is an application of cognitive psychology to our day-to-day lives. Given that as a manager and a leader, you're getting things done through other people, it is a cognitive psychology task because you're trying to influence people to do work the way you want it done. And this book gives you, in a very nice way, primer on cognitive psychology and how it affects behavior. The third one is Do Nothing by Celeste Hadley. It's from about 2020, and the basic idea is that we have an overscheduled, overburdened, overcommitted life nowadays, full of gadgets and tools and technologies. Now remember, when these technologies were developed, the goal was to make our lives easier. But they made them more stressful, they made them more challenging, and often they made them sadder. We have all the tools to connect, but loneliness is at an all-time high. So this book is about reflecting into yourself, reflecting about why you do what you do and how you can have a more fulfilled and balanced life. I think it's an important message for our students to have, because it's very easy to get sucked into the corporate world and float rather than sail.